Hello, I'm Robert, and welcome to Robert's Guitars and Gear. Today we're going to look at another guitar that might be a great candidate for you if you are a newer player. This is a Gretsch G5220 Electromatic Jet. It's a single cutaway guitar in a kind of form factor of a Les Paul, but really a distinctive guitar. Now, I traded for this one. It was not really planned. I didn't know much about Gretsch's. When I thought of Gretsch's, I thought about Brian Setzer and some big, huge semi-hollow or hollow body with a Bigsby. And that is not the case with this guitar. This is a chambered guitar, but it's pretty compact in its dimensions. And boy, does it have a distinctive sound. Before we get into that, just a couple more details on the specs. It has two Broadtron pickups. They're essentially Gretsch humbuckers with a very distinctive tone, and really much more like a single coil tone. These are not conventional humbuckers that you might imagine for heavier playing, although they do play with some distortion very nicely, but very distinctive tone. This is 22 frets. The neck is slimmer than a Les Paul, probably a little bit thicker than what you might be used to with a C-shaped Fender neck, for example, but not too thick. I have kind of small and stiff hands, and I'm still able to play it just fine. And it's a natural finish in this color. You can see that, with a kind of a brown or coppery brown painted top, and very distinctive Gretsch elements like this V stop arm. It's a little different electrically. It's got a master volume. Then we have a volume for bridge and neck, and master tone. So really something quite different as far as the electronics and just the overall guitar. It's just a little different, but pretty cool. And I'll show you in the playing demo. Pretty nice to play. Probably a couple things about it that we'll highlight as we go. Number one is when we put the gain on, you'll hear a little bit of noise. I think these pickups are a little bit noisier than you might expect with humbuckers, or it might be just the shielding or absence of shielding on this guitar. Not terrible. Certainly you can dial it out with a noise gate, and you really don't even need a noise gate. It's okay. It's not any worse than a standard single coils, and maybe that's to be expected again because you're getting a single coil tone. So let's play a little bit clean, a little bit dirty, and sum up. All right, so I'm in a neck position, again, in a clean channel, and how's it sound? Sounds, to me, really good. Sounds really good to me clean. If I put it in the middle position, still that jangle, very jangly single coil. So it's a really great clean tone, right there with Fenders as far as a clean tone, if that's what you're looking for. All right. So if I put a little crunch on, I'll play this bluesy riff, that little shuffle that I play all the time in these reviews, just so you can compare it. voice guitar. Just a little bit of noise there. And again, it's a little bit more like a single coil guitar in that sense. Okay. Now let's put on a little more gain and just crunch some power chords. I always do this Who riff from I'm Free. It just gives you a way to compare. Very distinctive sound. That's in the neck. If I flip this one to the bridge, I'll try that again. Oh, mangle that. Doing the power chords for me on this neck, it's just a little bit bigger than I'm comfortable with, but you get an idea of the tone, even if I'm playing is not so hot right now. It's a little hard for me to make those chords, but it sounds great. Okay, and if I try some more power chords higher on the neck. It sounds good. It sounds kind of like a single coil tone with some gain on. So if you like that sound in a Strat, you like that bright tone even with some gain, it's a cool sound and just a great sound for a blues or a rockabilly. Again, there's a reason Brian Setzer was playing the Gretsch. And what do I think wrapping this thing up? Well, it's different. This is a different guitar. If you want to play something that not everybody's playing, well, this is a fun option for a newer player. It's about $550 last time I looked. So it's in a price range, it's got a lot of competition. You think about if you want to be in the Les Paul form factor, an Epiphone Muse Les Paul, for example. You got Ibanez S521 is more of a heavier guitar, but in that range, you've got the classic vibes for Squire. Some great guitars in that price range. A lot to go look at. But if you want something a little different, a little fun, think about this Gretsch G5220. I think you'll enjoy it and have a lot of fun with that. So, as always, thanks very much for watching. It's great to have you on my channel, and I hope you come back. Thanks very much.